you had mentioned yesterday gets the goal.
Yeah, Gus will go. Yeah, he's had a couple good starts down there, starting to play some hockey, and with Sogard down there, and Gus and the two guys up here playing well. We're trying to get as many games as possible for Gus, whether it's down there or up here, and this is a good one to get him in.
You simply ask your players for more of the same from last night.
Yeah, and we're going to have to be even better detailed-wise in with our puck placement and turnovers, because this team can score a lot more than the Bruins can. The Bruins are better in their own right and defensive and some things like that, but the Rangers can flat out score. And if you give them a short court to speak tonight and turn the puck over, you're going to pay the price.
DJ, what do you guys have to do to generate some offense tonight? I think the Rangers allow the third fewest shots on goal per game in the league.
Well, I don't know if it's so much how good they are defensively or they have the puck so much. There's a little bit of both there. We're going to have to shoot from everywhere. Shots create shots, and we're going to have to try and get our grade A opportunities off track transition and check for our chances. If they're going to look to make plays, they're not going to back off, and especially Zibanejad and Panarin, they're not going to flip it in a whole bunch. So if we could track them and hold the line and create some turnovers and quick up pucks, I think that's the way we can try and create some offense for ourselves tonight.
As you mentioned, Gus had a couple of good games down in Belleville. Obviously, he was very good in the last season and probably played a bit better than his record indicated this year. Just what does he have to do to be successful at the NHL level?
Well, it's hard. I mean, you look at a guy like Forsberg, for example, who's changed teams. I don't know how many times before you feel comfortable and you catch your groove. Gus is a young guy, and everyone expects goalies to, come and be ready, right away. It's a hard position to get secure in the NHL and become a regular, and he's trying to prove that. So it's games like today. There'll be games, down the stretch where he's going to get games. He's got to prove that he's better than the guys that are knocking on his door at all times, and that's the hard part about goaltending. There's goalies come and take your job every single day, and it doesn't matter. You look at some of the goalies in the league that are still playing, the Craig Andersons, the Halaks, some of these guys that are nipping on 40 or into their 40s almost, Smith, and they're still playing because they can get the job done. So whoever can get the job done in net is going to be the guy that gets to play.
Thomas out still, how have you asked the other defensemen to elevate their game?
Well, we want the forwards to help them as well. Make it simple, move it quick. Shabby has the ability to break you out on his own, and we really don't have anyone else like that. I think Brandy's probably the next guy that can get out of trouble with his feet. So for us, is break out in 5, talk, make it easy, don't go outside the script. And they've done a good job.
Was it one of his solid game yesterday, Brandstrom? Speaking of all what you're saying.
Yeah, I thought he skated with it really well. He has to continue to get shots to the net. I mean, if you're going to play a lot of minutes, you got to get pucks to the net. That's how you're going to create offense. But for a young guy, I mean, he played 27 minutes. That's a lot in the NHL against a big, heavy team. That's forechecking and putting it in every time. So certainly that's a big step for him. And like I said, whether he's good, bad, and different, it's over a long period of time where he's going to gain experience and get better.